Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! To the Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that!
Hello everyone, welcome to Laurel Hill Park in Secaucus. I'm Sam Lopresti for Game in Frame, and a big matchup here in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference is on the horizon. Hoboken FC and Lansdowne Yonkers will face each other for the first time this year. Hoboken in 4th place in the Metro Division right now. They are only 2 points behind Lansdowne. Lansdowne do have a game in hand, but winning this game could catapult them up the standings and really cement for them a spot, an early spot in the top 4, which they just missed out on last year. Hoboken, however, will be missing a key cog in Luca Di Stasio, their new number 9, who's scored 11 goals over the last 5 games. He is not available today, which will deprive us of a bit of a duel between two of the best strikers in the conference, because for Lansdowne, it'll be a bit of a homecoming for their number 9, Ali Dawa, who last year led the conference in goals for Hoboken, but signed with Lansdowne over the summer. He's scored 7 times already this year. Good for 5th in the Metropolitan Conference. Lansdowne 2 points behind New York Pan-Cyprian for the top spot, with only 1 game to go after this until the Christmas break. We're going to have a really fun game. There is some tension in the air between these two teams, and we'll have it all for you right after this break. Stay tuned.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings, and it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The aircase blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about aircase and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. Back here at Laurel Hill Park. Teams heading out, starting lineups are in for both teams. Hoboken, we have a formation for. Lansdowne, we do not. Hoboken in a 4-3-3. Alder Kazun starting in goal for the first time this year, I believe. The back four, Tristan Barquin, Brian Paredes, Josimar Sanchez, and Ethan Bazan. Mike Park, Luke Smith, and Azer Brown in midfield, with Alberto Pangrazzi starting at the number 9 position, along with Anthony Donaldson and Spencer Burkhart. For Lansdowne, this is going to be in have their starters in alphabetical order. Musa Danso, Ali Dawa, Daniel DeMarco, he is in goal. Humbert Ferrer, Michael Gallagher, Alexander Jacobs, Daryl Kavanaugh, Jack Mulhair, Liam Salmon, Carlos Villa Cortez, and Liam Walsh. Only a two-man officiating crew here today. And actually we just got our third, who has just arrived. So he'll probably be stepping in shortly. Hoboken have not had the greatest of attacking luck without D'Estasio in the lineup. Those first 4 games of the year, when he was not playing, they did not score more than once in any game. The 5 since, 4 wins, the 1 loss to New York Pan Cyprian, but some big ones in there. A 4-1 win at Richmond County, a 6-1 win at CPR, 5-0 against Doxa here. That game in October was the last time that Hoboken's played a home game. They've been a traveling band for the last month or so. I think we are now awaiting the positioning of that final official. Lansdowne with a game in hand. Their last fixture against Richmond County, I believe, was postponed. They have not lost this year. Only draws against Greek Americans and New York Pan Cyprian, the first and third teams in the table. The blemishes on their record. Now it looks like we are ready. Off we go. Lansdowne starting us off in the green and white hoops. Hoboken in their traditional all blue. Can they work up their attack without their new talisman, and can they stop their old mate from responding in kind? Into the middle, that's going to be a foul against Mike Park. No, they're calling that a handball against Daryl Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh grabbed hold of the ball. He was expecting a whistle against Mike Park there, but didn't get it. Alberto Pangrazzi trying to get Luke Smith into the middle. Out to the far side. Humbert Ferrer. That's Spencer Burkhart getting Jack Mulhare something to think about. It is a chilly day here. Last 51 degrees at kickoff. It feels colder. That's Josimar Sanchez with a nice play, stopping up Liam Salmon. Now they're going to go long. Good play by Tristan Barquin. Anthony Donaldson looking to clear it. He's going to get a throw-in out of it. This work tracking back and getting the throw-in. Ryan Paredes launching that forward. Picked out by Lansdowne, but Spencer Burkhart's there. Here's Kazun for the first time today. Only game that's a offside on Salmon. Only game this year so far that Hoboken has played without Andrew Bordy was played with Tyler Pojagale in goal. That was that 5-0 win over Doxa. Pangrazzi couldn't get much purchase on that header. Ethan Bazan just got physically taken out. Donaldson looking for Pangrazzi. Here's Liam Walsh. He's going to back it out. Daniel DeMarco. Lansdowne trying to find their way through. Donaldson with an interception, but he gives it right back, looking to try to play Pangrazzi through immediately. Here's Walsh. Backing that up. Here's Ferrer now. Park wins the ball back. Burkhart. Good play there by Smith. Now here's Brown. Brown taking a shot at the wicked deflection, and it's going to be a corner. That could have gone anywhere. Just a reminder, at halftime you'll see our nominees for the October Save of the Month competition. Vote on the Game and Frame Instagram for your favorite save by 11:59 p.m. tonight. The winner will receive a Salt Athletic air case. Spencer Burkhart lining up. Looking for the back post. Brown trying to head it back in. It's going to be a goal kick. Brown, one of the newer additions to this roster. We start again. Looking to try to work the ball upfield. Lansdowne. Here's Dawa, one of his first touches today. That is immediately won back by Park. Here's Luke Smith. Now Donaldson. Donaldson looking to keep it. Barquin all the way back to Kazun. And a overhit pass in the direction of Burkhart. from the Hoboken keeper. Back into play. Now into the middle. Park wins it again. Park has played very well so far. Advantage played with a man down for Lansdowne. Here's Liam Walsh. Outside to Carlos Villa-Cortez. And that was Liam Salmon, who just sent up an offering to the river gods. That was the first real sight of goal for either side. Sanchez. One just gets over the head of the defender, but Donaldson headed that right back into trouble. And Walsh is going to gain a free kick there. I didn't see much in that at all. And Lansdowne are going to get an opportunity to send the ball in. Hard, low. Lansdowne were looking for perhaps a handball. Cortez. It's going to be Hoboken's ball. Here's Barkwin. Paredes. First time that we've seen him in a while. He had to come off early, injured in the first game of the year against Schneider. Donaldson. Looking for Barkwin. Good job there. Barkwin cutting in on the byline. Barkwin across! And it's in! It was Ethan Bazan! The two fullbacks! Combining to put Hoboken up early. The champions are down 1-0 in just the 8th minute. Off we go. Hoboken striking that like lightning. It's a fantastic combination play on this near side by Donaldson and Bazan that's started that. Kavanaugh pushing it up to Walsh. Into the middle and an offside. That's on Cortez in the build-up. Ethan Bazan sneaking in at the far post to finish off that ball that looked for a second like it was just going to go across the face of goal. Ferrer jumped by Brown. Two-man break here. Brown across for Donaldson. Donaldson shot! What a save by DeMarco! That was headed for the top corner. It would have been 2-0 in a flash. Donaldson, he's scored 3 this year, but he's also been pretty unlucky. He's gotten denied by the bar. He's gotten denied there by a fantastic save. Burkhart. Low. Flicked in and another swipe by DeMarco. He just got one hand up, a reaction save. That shot by Paredes is blocked. And now another one, and that's saved by DeMarco again. Brown with a cheeky little flick in the 6-yard box. And then he stops the Lansdowne counter with some authority. Daniel DeMarco just made 3 really fantastic saves. Dawa trying to flick that around the corner, doesn't work. Barquin looking to get that back to Kazun, and it's in! That's a mistake by That was a mistake by Barquin. It has to be said, it's 1-1. Barquin trying to head that ball back to Aldair Kazun. Kazun didn't exactly handle it cleanly, but there were 2 Lansdowne players right into his face. We'll get confirmation on who got that last touch in. I think it was either Dawa or Walsh. And just like that, Hoboken's early lead has vanished, and now they have to do something they haven't done all year, which is score more than 1 goal without Luca DiStasio on the field. Brown. That exchange in front of goal was anything to go by, though. They might have some more goals in them today. Barquin was looking for Pangrazzi. Square ball was intercepted at the top of the box. Brown. He has that one taken away from him by Salmon. Dawa. Walsh. That's taken away by Barquin. So Tristan Barquin creating Hoboken's goal, but really allowing the equalizer with a poor decision to get the ball back. He put his goalkeeper into a really bad spot. Pangrazzi is wrestled down by Michael Gallagher. That was, they're going to retake that free kick. Daryl Kavanaugh went in and tapped that ball as Donaldson was restarting it. Did not respect the halo there. Bazan runs out of room for the ball by Burkhart. Fireworks here early on between these 2 top 4 sides. The reigning champions in Lansdowne, a Hoboken team that want to cement themselves as a constant presence at the top of this table in the EPSL. Luke Smith. Smith going long. Pangrazzi. Beaten to that by Musa Danso. Alexander Jacobs now. Kavanaugh. Walsh. He's going to send that up top for Dawa. And that's a handball on the striker. Josimar Sanchez jostling with him. Here's another good ball for Barquin. Barquin going to bomb forward again. Barquin. Has to hold up. Luke Smith. Smith's attempt to pass that out. Back to Barkwin, blocked up. But Mike Park. Good play by Cortez. Here's Walsh. Donaldson gets into him. That's clean. Sanchez. Bazan. Burkhart. Bazan keeps going upfield. Burkhart going to look for him again. Jack Mulhare able to dig it away. It's still going to be a throw-in. Still early going in this match. Already plenty of excitement. Bazan. It's going to be a corner. If you'd like to see some more action this weekend, there is plenty tonight. All in the EPSL in the Delaware Conference, the Philadelphia Derby between Philadelphia SC and Philadelphia Heritage. That starts at 6 p.m. In the Metropolitan Conference, Zum Schneider against Central Park Rangers at 7. New York Pancyprians against New York Athletic Club at 8. And then the Greek Americans, New York Greek Americans at Richmond County FC at 8:30. DeMarco punching that cross. Burkhart looking for a second bite at the apple. It's tackled away. It's going to be a throw. Donaldson. It's that into the middle. Donaldson looking for another shot this time. Much easier for DeMarco. Ferrer. Danso. Pangrazzi decides he's been unmolested long enough. Gallagher. Walsh making a run down the side, but Barkwin was with him. Good defending there. Donaldson. The danger has come from this side. Donaldson sending Pangrazzi down that wing. And that's going to be a goal kick. Pangrazzi thought that he was able to touch it off of Jacobs. Here's Ferrer. Pangrazzi there, pushing him at, pressing him, and almost a deep giveaway, but Danso is there. Here's Salmon. And Bazan is there to stop that cross. So far, the prodigal son, Ali Dawa, not a whole ton. Might have gotten that equalizing goal. We're still not entirely certain who got that last touch. We'll confirm that as soon as we can. Sanchez. Upfield, Pangrazzi. Couldn't get up. Good body position there by Danso. Jacobs. Cortez. Cortez again. Now Danso. Hoboken really not allowing much in the way of an avenue for Lansdowne to move the ball forward right now. Danso going to try to carry it. Gets it out to Mulhare. And that's taken away by Park, but it's right back to Ferrer. Now Ferrer going to try to release this, but much too strong. 21st minute. Hoboken took the lead early. Gave it back on a defensive mistake. Brown is going to get a free kick off of Gallagher there. And then there was something a little extracurricular there. Did Gallagher hit Brown in the head? That looks like it could need something else. If the referee didn't see it, there's nothing he can do. Don't know if the assistants might have taken a look at that. Ultimately, Lansdowne might have gotten lucky there. Here's Brown. Bazan. That is Donaldson. He's going to put it in. Headed away. And dashed clear. Paredes with a good spin move there to take the ball off of Dawa. Donaldson. Muscled off it by Kavanaugh. Now Dawa's moving. Out to the left. It's going to be Walsh. Sanchez is facing him up. Cross in. And that's going to be... There's all sorts of bodies down in the box. A yellow card is out for Kavanaugh. Spencer Burkhart got nailed the first time. Then there was a collision right before the shot. That yellow card suggesting that if that shot hadn't been high, it might have been called back. Both players still down on the field. One of them is Burkhart. The other, I think might have been Salmon. Yeah, it was. Everyone was on the ground there. We're seeing a goal kick here, which is interesting. Bazan takes that down. That is going to be a foul. Gallagher now. Backing that up to Ferrer. Park digs it out. Brown, Pangrazzi. Heavy touch there for Pangrazzi. And that's Donaldson getting hit a little bit with an elbow. That Kavanaugh maybe playing with fire a little bit there. Smith. Donaldson. Donaldson trying to scoop that in for Smith. Two of them have combined well for Hoboken over the course of this season. Paredes. It's a good header down. Just missed Smith, but now Burkhart gets it back. Burkhart! And that is blocked for another corner. You have to say that the flow of play right now is perhaps slightly, but it is in favor of Hoboken. Get the feeling that without that one mistake by Bazan, they might still be up here. Or sorry, check that by Barquin. Header at the headed out by the first man at the post. Brown, a little bit too high. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about Aircase and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. Kavanaugh putting Cortez into a bad spot. DeMarco's got to move quickly. A little too quickly. Here's Pangrazzi! Second of the year for Alberto Pangrazzi! Hoboken back up! Some rough ball work there by Lansdowne. Back pass to DeMarco put him under a lot of pressure, and Spencer Burkhart was able to jump Musa Danso. And now in the 29th minute, Hoboken have retaken the lead. And the question we posed at the beginning of this match, can they score more than once with Luca DeSasio unavailable? They have now answered that question unequivocally, yes. Kavanaugh. That pass is intercepted by Smith. Donaldson looking for Pangrazzi. Good job there by Bazan. Hoboken are going to keep the possession again. Smith backs that out to Paredes. Sanchez. Brown farthest forward. He chests that down for Bazan. Danso puts it out, but only momentarily. Brown again. Near the corner. Into the middle. That cross is blocked. And I think Donaldson thought there was somebody over there. The lights have begun to come on here at Laurel Hill Park. By the time this game's over, we're not going to have much sunlight anymore. It's a brilliant sunset behind me. That ball shot forward for Salmon, trying to center it, but Barquin says nothing about that. That was clearance, a bit of a curve to it that he didn't intend. It's going to be a corner for Lansdowne. I think this is their first of the match. The champions got the first goal back quite quickly. They did benefit from a mistake. Swung in, far post, Kazun tips it around. And we'll do it again on the other side. Not quite as secure, though, with Kazun as opposed to Andrew Bordy. Cortez to put this in. Inside. Flicked over. Dawa is offside. There is serious protest, and they're talking it over here. Lansdowne coming to the center circle, seeming to think that it is going to be overturned, and it is. It's a goal. No, sorry. No, that's the offside. I apologize. It looked like he was pointing at the center circle. I had a bad angle on the ref. That's Donaldson. Anthony Donaldson. Bazan. Ooh, a little bit behind Smith, but Brown is there. Bazan. But he's going to foul Cortez. They did call the offside there. That is, again, my apology. I didn't spot exactly where the referee was pointing his arm. Back into play. Smith pokes it away. He's going to get called for a foul there. Gallagher saved by the whistle. Ferrer. Brown wiping out. That's going to be a yellow card for Azar Brown, and it was deserved. Gallagher absolutely wiped out on that play. We'll take this quickly. Ferrer. Alexander Jacobs. Lansdowne going to try to turn the screw and equalize before halftime. Kavanaugh's down. Play on, says the referee. Bazan. Hoboken not under any obligation to stop play here. Nor is Lansdowne, for that matter. Dawa trying to flick that forward. We're still moving, even though Kavanaugh has yet to get up. That's some pressure by Liam Walsh on Paredes. And this is going to be a corner kick. Kavanaugh wondering what on earth was going on there. He's heading into the box, but he is moving very gingerly right now. Into the middle, headed out. Back in, back out. Paredes, well, no, more like into the air. Paredes, Burkhart. Flicks that back to Smith, and Hoboken retain possession. That's a great play. Burkhart trying to switch that. It's going to be Bazan. He's already scored once today. Has to carry that back to the outside, and then he hits that a little too hard for Park. And that's a bad play by Sanchez. And this could be some real trouble for Hoboken. It's only a yellow. That could have been denial of a goal-scoring opportunity right there. Tristan Barquin is very lucky that that card was that color. Barquin taking Dawa out hard. Hoboken, Lansdowne players receiving an explanation from the referee. This is going to be a dangerous spot for a free kick here for Lansdowne. '38th minute. Referee making sure everyone is in the right spot. And that one is in! What a goal! Two-two. Carlos Cortez with a big free kick, and it's 2-2. And again, you have to say Hoboken beat themselves there, because that whole sequence started with a really bad touch by Brian Paredes, which is not something you normally see from him. That's what allowed Dawa to take off. And once again, the champions pull back even. A feisty and entertaining first half. Here's Walsh. And now Lansdowne trying to take control of the momentum here. They might with Salmon. Salmon at the byline. That's blocked behind. Another corner for Lansdowne. Heading into the final minutes of this first half. Kazun with a punch, and that's cleared away. Burkhart flicking that. And Mulhare able to get it back to DeMarco. Sanchez flicks that back. A lot of people that are everywhere but their normal position right now. Bark went all the way on the other side there. Bazan. That is going to be a foul. But 2 goals really on mistakes by Hoboken. Launched up. Burkhart trying to find it. Can't quite get the touch. Brown, though, wanted A whistle for a push, and it's going to be a throw-in, though. Brown will have to be careful. He is playing under caution. So too is Barquin. Daryl Kavanaugh getting a yellow card for Lansdowne. As we wait for a new ball. Now here we go. Triggered back in. Dawa. Hoboken gonna have to work again at regaining this lead. Brown pokes that away, but there's nobody there on it. Lansdowne have started to clamp down a little bit in the waning minutes of this half. Bazan, and the flag is up on Liam Walsh there. It's going to be a free kick for Hoboken. Let's see if Hoboken can get themselves into something before the break. Cortez has to just whack that one out for a throw. Bazan. An excellent 4-goal first half between two of the better teams in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference. Long throw, that's going to be a corner kick. Last minute of regular time. We might see some stoppage time added on. There have been a couple of stoppages, not just for the goals. Burkhart. And now there is some extra work going on in the box that the referee does not approve of. Headed. Smith trying to keep that in play. Bazan couldn't get there. Advantage played. There was might have been a hand in there. Salmon now on the far side. Salmon. That is going to be a foul in the box against Lansdowne, and that is the half. This has been an entertaining first half, to say the least. An intense matchup between Hoboken and Lansdowne Yonkers. The first half finishing 2-2. In this clash between two teams that are in playoff position as we head towards the winter break. Halfway home here in Laurel Hill Park, 2-2. Is the halftime score, and now we'll take you to our Save of the Week nominees.
Ruiz struck it well. Mormon tips onto the crossbar. Fabulous save by William Mormont. That looked destined to rip a hole in the back of the net, but Mormont with the quick reactions, the slightest of touches, but it was enough to redirect it onto the crossbar.
See some runners in behind. It's Kapaka who can't get it. It's Jansen who curls it. An acrobatic save, but the threat not yet over. A sliding challenge from the captain. Soderberg called into action in the waning moments of the match and comes up with a massive save.
How's your bottle? Oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper on goalkeeper crime. Across the stadium. Joe Holland, that's lovely football, and Borte tipping it away from that back post acrobatically. That right leg, Agustin, Cameron Beal goes down, referee signals for advantage! Munoz required for a two-handed save!
Richmond County coming down their left. Shot! Great save from the keeper. Ball still in, second chance. Another save from the keeper. Beautiful two saves there from Daniel DeMarco.
Initial head. But the second ball gathered. Fabulous save by Sabadin to tip it onto the crossbar. There was an absolute pile driver, and Sabadin with his fingertips keeping the score level.
You guys have your eyes set on the south. Why is that the next destination for the EPSL?
Well, basically for the same reason we want to be in the Northeast. We want to provide teams that want to play at a higher level with higher standards, higher field standards, higher match day standards as a whole, an opportunity to play at an affordable cost.
Our conference is the newest conference, or one of the newer conferences, and like even from the jump, like year one, we had players go pro because they're able to continue playing at a high level, they're able to get footage of themselves playing at a high level, and then they're able to market themselves off of that experience. So we've had multiple players go pro from our conference, even though, you know, it's only been around 2 or 3 years.
He's going to send it over the top. John Brown is onside. He can seal the deal here. Never in doubt. Supreme confidence by a man who's at the top of his game.
Holland, Rosero, beautiful Junior Rosero! Well, that was an emphatic strike.
Cisse pushing forward. Looking up to see who he can pass the ball to. Takes a shot instead and scores!
They'll punch it back in. For one, great save. A second, that almost came up on the hand of Gottlieb. Chance is still gone, and not away. That's 2 saves for Pianka. Sebastian Ruiz. That's floating, great ball! Solano equalizes for Renegades, and the cup dream is alive once again.
He spins very well, once, not once, but twice.
Drop the possession right back to the feet of Clift. Clift slides one in. Diving header, Bonfils for 2.
So good all game, Chang, but it's one back, and Kershuba could be in now, and Kershuba, what a save that is!
Looks like it was a handball claim for the team in black. And Perez is out of net, and Body finds the net, and he scores!
Tristino, oh, it's a beautiful flick on Argudo. Does he take it himself? Yes, he does! It'll be Bacon shooting for the far post. It's in! She beat the goalkeeper to the far post, and it's 1-0. Bacon with a free kick.
If he misses this, Renegades are very nearly home. Edward saves it! The fairy tale is within Renegade's grasp.
This from his man to Campos, and Campos, oh, he just took it away from him. And now Marti across to Rura, and Mark Rura, goal!
Well, Cifuentes Diaz making the defenders do the Cupid shuffle.
He's got tons of space to maybe have an effort, and streaking through the right-hand side is Alsabi, and Pidgeot shoots, and what a finish that is.
Perhaps they'll look to let the seconds bleed like this. Instead, it's a giveaway for Dembele.
Here goes Jimmy. Over to Barry, the man in question. Barry takes a long shot and scores!
Are they going to their first ever Open Cup? Redemption for Oscar Rivas! And a fairy tale ending to a fairy tale week for New York Renegades!
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
Welcome back to Laurel Hill Park. A fantastic first half. We'll hope the second matches it. 2-2 is our score. There is one change for Hoboken as we start ourselves up. Andrew Bordy has come in goal instead of Alder Kazun. We'll see what that might do to the defense. Spencer Burkhart trying to play his way through quickly. No changes to the outfield players for either side. Popped right up into the air. Sanchez manages to leak that one out to Pangrazzi. And that's going to take the attentions of DeMarco. We do finally have confirmation on that first goal. It was Liam Walsh who got the last touch for Lansdowne on that first goal. That's his second of the year. Paredes is going to back that up. Pangrazzi trying to fight along the sideline. It's Hoboken's ball. Well and truly under the lights now. That is going to be a call against Hoboken. Pangrazzi thought he was the one being held. What's at stake here is positioning in the top four. These two teams separated by only 2 points, so a Hoboken win would jump Lansdowne in the table, although Lansdowne do have a game in hand. Burkhart pressing and forcing that ball out. Ethan Bazan, the scorer of the first goal. Burkhart trying to get his way through. Burkhart has that taken away by Mulher. Kavanaugh. It's flicked backwards. Ferrer moves it forward. Cortez back to Ferrer. And a whistle here. And that's because Spencer Burkhart is on one knee back behind the play. And we're going to see a visit from the pitch side trainer, who was occupied at halftime taping up the ankle of a Lansdowne player. And Burkhart seems to be holding his shoulder. He had problems with that towards the end of last year as well. Took a really hard shot in a game against Schneider and ended up having to leave that game. But he is carrying his left arm very, very gingerly. And Hoboken might have to make a change on the wing earlier than they expected. They've got some established players on the wing. We'll see who they might decide to bring on if indeed Burkhart can't go. And Burkhart, the way he's moving suggests that he will not be. And now there is a man coming on. Anthony Donaldson has moved over to the near side here. Brown pressing. Good sliding challenge by Paredes. Dawa loses that one out to Smith. Pangrazzi. No, sorry, that was not Pangrazzi. That was... Couldn't quite see who touched that to him. It's Adam Yingling who has come on. He puts that ball across, but it's over Pangrazzi's head. Sanchez intercepting that ball intended for Salmon. Sanchez. Donaldson now here on the left side. He managed to create some havoc in that first half. It's denied by a fantastic save by Daniel DeMarco as Dawa comes in and gets a piece of Azer Brown. Hoboken trying to work their way through and try to take the lead for a third time. Sanchez upfield looking for Brown. Danso is there. Mulhare. Park gets it away from Kavanaugh. And that's a foul. That might be a foul on Paredes, but he keeps going with it. And now he's going to bring it all the way back. It's Daryl Kavanaugh who made the contact. He has to be careful. He is playing with a caution. That's in defeat for Pangrazzi. He tried to get that back to Mike Park. Park, he was probably looking to tee him up for something long, but now it's going back the other way. Salmon, Bazan with a good tackle, and then Bordy out to claim it. Andrew Bordy is far better when it comes to coming out and controlling his box than Kezun is. Smith gets that to Donaldson. Bazan, heavy touch. And then a heavy pass. Kavanaugh trying to turn. That ball gets through for Salmon, and Bordy with a fantastic save. Both goalkeepers on the pitch have come up with some big ones. Denying Liam Salmon. Flicked up. Now headed back down. Donaldson gonna have to bail this out. And that's gonna be Hoboken's ball. Good work by Donaldson there to force that throw in. Bazan triggers it back in quickly. Luke Smith. Long ball looking for Yingling. That is fair contact, says the referee. That looked a little bit heavy to me. That's very heavy from Paredes. And some extracurriculars there between Brown and I think that was Liam Walsh over there. Brown and Barquin both on yellow cards here for Hoboken. Danso to the near side. Mulher. Ferrer. That got blocked by Smith. But Pangrazzi couldn't maneuver it into a position. And now Yingling jumps the pass. Brown. That's going to be a throw-in. Hoboken moving it slowly forward. Intensity remaining the same in this first half. We're 10 minutes in, which honestly feels like a surprise. This half has flown by. Brown into the middle. Brown! Still going! Side netting! That would have been fantastic for Azer Brown. That ball a little errant, looking for Salmon. Both teams coming close in these first 10 minutes. Sanchez, he's got to get that out. And now Bordy. Bad kick by Bordy. Dawa! And a block for the corner kick. Hoboken have to stop beating themselves here. They've been doing it a little too much. That save by Bordy, keeping things level. Bordy one of the Save of the Month nominees. Remember to get your vote in on Instagram before 11:59 today. Far post, headed out. Still in a danger area. That's low along the ground. Dawa can't get a kick to it. And that's going to be Bordy easily. As Cortez looking for his second. Smith. Ooh, Cortez took that right off him. And Smith, like he took him down there, still playing. This game is getting a little bit rougher as it's going on. Another corner. This game is getting very scrappy. Hoboken again has to withstand a set piece. That one goes through everybody. Ferrer was on the back end, and it's blocked by Smith, and that knocked the wind out of him for sure. That's into the box for Dawa on the throw. Sanchez keeps it for him. It's going to be a goal kick. Sanchez keeping Dawa away there. Overall, they've done a good job defensively against their old mate. Dawa did have a header that was called back for offside. Other than that, the only real time he's been really in the mix was when he and Walsh were going after that mistaken back pass by Barkwin. Bordy, low line drive, flicked on by Park. Brown can't get away from Ferrer. Dawa. Here's Salmon. He was forced wide by Bazan. It's another corner. Lansdowne turning the screw here. Start to wonder if Hoboken might have taken their best shot in that first half, with the champions starting to really pressure their goal. Out to the far post. Played back, Kavanaugh airmails it. And Josimar Sanchez looks like he's going to hit this goal kick. Bordy had not really gotten a good connection on that last one. This time he's looking for Donaldson. It's too far. And Hoboken, I think, would like to have a spell of possession here to kind of relieve this pressure. Ferrer. Surrounded but able to get it out. Kavanaugh, Sanchez flicks that out. Pangrazzi. No call there. Danso went through his back. Referee is keeping his whistle in his pocket while, as this game has started to get more and more physical and more chippy. Good play there defensively by Barkwood. But he can't maintain possession. Dawa now into the middle. It's a fight in front of the penalty spot, and eventually Bordy will come out and claim the ball. Barkwin did really well in that first half going upfield, but Hoboken has been pinned back really ever since Spencer Burkhart left the game. Ball back in play. Dawa. And a long shot. Salmon was waiting on the back end. He was offside. Salmon taking that flag poorly, and Bordy had to take the ball away from him. Good job there by Pangrazzi. Here's Bazan. Hoboken with a foray forward. All the way through the box, but Yingling maintains possession. And that's going to be a corner. Now Hoboken can present something from a set piece. This is where you feel that Pangrazzi is an asset. Big physical dude. Floated in. That's headed by... Looked like it was headed away by Danso and then flipped wide on the follow-through, on the follow-up. '65th minute. This half has been moving briskly. Ferrer. Gallagher. Into the middle. Dawa. He accelerates. Dawa over the top. Over the top. Ali Dawa. Finally had his sight of goal, but he couldn't test his old teammate. Bordy floats that one. Pangrazzi trying to flick it over. Salmon. Gallagher. Under some pressure along the sideline. It's going to stay here, though. Referee telling Mulhair to back up a bit. And Mulhair wanted it. Mulhair not really responding to the referee until he took that throw. Do it again. Kavanagh. Mulhair. Salmon along the ground. That's whacked out by Sanchez. Takes a big bounce there. Donaldson trying to take it out, and it is eventually a corner kick. Sanchez shepherding it away. Has been really sustained pressure from Lansdowne for the last 15 minutes or so. Into the middle, Bordy. That's what he brings that Kazun doesn't. Now he's going to hit this one long for Yingling. That ball kind of died in the air. The wind having some effect here. Coming together between Barquin and I think that was Kavanagh. Donaldson trying to take it. Smith. Sliding challenge denies him a passage through. That's going to be Hoboken's ball. Yingling flicking it off of his man. Nighttime football here in Secaucus. You get the feeling that the next goal is going to be the winner. Pangrazzi. Chest pass to Smith. Gets that out wide. Donaldson. Waiting for Bazan. Now he takes it himself. Brown. Brown in the box. Brown trying to get it across. It's blocked right back to him, and now it's going to be a corner kick. As these set pieces continue to pile up, eventually one of them is going to pay. As we tick into the 69th 69th minute. Yingling will take the kick. Up everyone goes. Danso heads that out, and now Lansdowne can run with this. Dawa. This is Cortez! Cortez! His second of the game! One from the free kick, this one from open play. A textbook counter for Lansdowne Yonkers. They lead for the first time tonight. It's 3-2. And it was Dawa that had the assist as well. Unselfish from the striker. And Hoboken find themselves coming from behind for the first time today. Bordy out to blast that forward. Does feel as though some of those longer balls going from Hoboken's end to Lansdowne's end are starting to hold themselves up in the air. That's a good setup again by Dawa. Sanchez had to come across and block that out for a corner. And now Hoboken might be in survival mode until they can try to break out themselves. Can only wonder what the game might have been like had Anthony Donaldson not been denied by DeMarco early in that first half, right after they had taken the lead. DeMarco denying him, and then two more shots with the ensuing corner kicks. Allowed Yonkers to equalize a few minutes later. Another corner kick. More EPSL action tonight. The Philadelphia Derby in the Delaware Conference. Philadelphia SC and Philadelphia Heritage. That starts at 6 p.m. In the Metropolitan Conference, Zum Schneider and CPR. That's at 7. New York Penn Cyprians against Nyack. That is at 8, the New York Athletic Club. And New York Greek Americans against Richmond County FC at 8:30. That is flicked back by Kavanaugh, and it's going to be a goal kick. And Hoboken can maybe hold on to the ball a little bit here. But long for Pangrazzi. Good header down, but Mulhair was in front of it. Kazan with a good play. And Smith will end up tapping that out. And some changes coming now for Hoboken. Azer Brown is coming off, so too is Brian Paredes. Brown has a yellow card, so does Tristan Barquin, who is also coming out, so that wipes the slate clean for Hoboken. Kelvin Brito is on for in the defense. Daniel Brady is also on. Pass from Pangrazzi didn't quite have enough oomph on it. Ethan Kilmnick is the last replacement, number 14 in midfield. Hoboken trying to advance this up the far sideline. Now Lansdowne with the throw. Three to 2 is the score. Did kind of wonder if there would be, kind of think that there would be a winner today. Hoboken has not drawn a game all year. It's been all or nothing for them. Lansdowne still unbeaten. They've had 2 draws. And that is going to be Cortez sent backwards. Park heads that forward. That ball right into stride of Dawa, but it's a little too far. Bordy comes out. A little bit less weight on that, and it would have been absolutely perfect. Upfield, Yingling. Hoboken ball. Throw in is for Yingling. He could not keep it in play. Only 15 minutes to go. Time has suddenly become an adversary for Hoboken. Headed forward by Brady, who is playing out wide in a fullback position, which is not something we've normally seen from him. He'll gain himself a throw in here. Into the center, that's flicked on by Yingling, and a foul in the box. Jacobs took a cleat to the leg there. The reigning champions have come from behind twice. Change being made for Hoboken. Dante Petrocelli is in now. Donaldson moving into midfield. It's like Mike Park might have been the one to make way. Bazan touches that forward. Donaldson can't get to it, but it's going to be a corner. Hoboken have to take advantage of these. Yingling adjusting the ball. Into the mix. Header! Goal! Josimar Sanchez! It's 3-3! What a match here at Laurel Hill tonight! back even. Pangrazzi has come off now for Emmett Aller. Pangrazzi had fallen down there, but Aller providing pressure. Hoboken going to a false 9 here. Brady whacks that forward. Luke Smith is that false 9 right now. This is something that they had been doing early in the season when Pangrazzi wasn't on the field before DeStasio started to break onto the scene. Boy, would they be loving it if their new 9 was on the field. That's going to be a foul. I have not seen a change from Lansdowne in this game. Sanchez. Taken down by Donaldson. It's going to be a throw in, it's a free kick, and now some extracurriculars going on the far side. Looks like the call was a handball on Donaldson when he grabbed it after going down. Here's Mulher. Got that behind, put that behind Alizawa. Up the far side. Now back in. Ferrer is going to keep possession here. Gallagher chips it over, and the flag goes up. A 6-goal thriller. Here in Secaucus, with a final act maybe yet to come. There is one change. No, sorry, I did not see that. Maybe I'm seeing things. Aller. Brito. Sends that forward. Kilmnick. Good play by Yingling. Yingling. Into the center. It's kicked away from Dante Petrocelli. And now here is Cortez again. Cortez. Sanchez forces him wide. Gallagher looking for Salmon in the channel, and the flag again up. And so, with a rough touch there, Smith trying to dig it out, but Jacobs is the one that comes away with it. Hoboken almost benefiting from another rough touch. That ball that straight up started going backwards. So there is a breeze. There is a strong wind coming from that end of the field. Yingling. Donaldson. Back to Yingling. Along the ground to Smith. He tries to put him in. Flags up. Danso. Salmon. Aller disrupting the pass, but it's Mulhare. Into the middle. Gallagher. Trying to flip that forward. Mulhare physically engaged with Bazan. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about the air case and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. Lansdowne getting a little frustrated by the time Hoboken are taking to take this goal kick. You don't get the feeling that neither team would really be okay with taking the point here. It's all the way back to DeMarco. He gets it away just ahead of Smith. That's a big hit by Brito and a yellow card. Going right through the back of Liam Walsh. That was a heavy shot. Brito, who inherited the armband when Mike Park exited the game. That was a big hit. And Walsh hasn't moved much. There has been a change for Lansdowne. I believe Kyle Galloway is on the field. And I think Walsh may be... Walsh is heading off. They're going to check him. Looks like he's on his way. He'll be back on the field momentarily. Gallagher. Salmon. Aller, ooh, he's in trouble now. Gives it away. Gallagher. Salmon, he's been a problem this half. Salmon gets through. Salmon into the box. Blocked by Sanchez. And that is a roundhouse attempt by Ferrer. And then another shot blocked out. Near post. Dealt with. Flipped forward. Aller. Couldn't get through that. Ferrer. Poked away by Bordy and then claimed. That is what Andrew Bordy brings. One more minute in regular time. This is a second half that feels like it has absolutely flown by. Not much more time for one of these two teams to come out with a winner. Danso. Along the ground. Hoofed out by Sanchez. That's Mulher. He gets away from Sanchez there, off on the ground. Blocked away. He's gonna walk that out for a corner. And at this stage of the game, it could be one of the last major moments. In it comes. Bordy. Picked that out of a huge crowd. Did it like it was nothing. That was absolutely superb. He sends that forward. Brady heads it forward. Aller. Now here is Gallagher. Petricelli is going to get called for a foul there against the sideline, and Lansdowne are going to have the opportunity to put this ball in. Again, might be one of the last chances. Kyle Galloway was the first one to step to it, but now it looks like it's going to be Cortez. Cortez has scored twice today. Into the box. Off of a defender. Looked like it was off of somebody's hip. They're bringing it back though. Brito heads away. Gallagher, Brito again. And that is Brady coming in strong for the ball. And a foul in that scrum. It's called against Brady. And another opportunity for Lansdowne to pitch this ball in. But it's to nobody, and Bordy's got it easy. Referee just checked his watch. Don't know exactly how many minutes he's going to add on here. We're already up to the end of the third minute of stoppage time as Yingling is called for a foul there. Hoboken have led twice in this game. Lansdowne took the 3-2 lead. It was Josimar Sanchez. Petricelli looking for a whistle there, but the referee knew it. Here's Aller. In for Yingling. Yingling back into the middle. The goal is open, but they couldn't get the ball into position. Now Lansdowne coming at speed. Salmon. Stopped up by Bazan. Walsh. That came off of Dante. Looked like it came off of Petrocelli's arm, but it was also well within the silhouette of his body. It was a proper no call on that. That time Petrocelli had a better case for a foul call. And I don't see what was called there. Like something on Yingling. Lansdowne are gonna move. Another foul, and that's gonna do it. The referee calls a halt. What an entertaining match we've had here at Laurel Hill Park today. A top of the table clash, or upper regions at least, table of the clash. And it ends the way it began, even at 3-3. Ethan Bazan scoring for Hoboken, an unlikely source there. Liam Walsh equalizing. They went up again through Alberto Pangrazzi. But then Carlos Cortez with 2 goals from the fullback spot. Lansdowne thought they had it. But Josimar Sanchez off the corner kick, providing the final tally. Once again, the final score, Hoboken 3, Lansdowne 3. We're going to see about getting a couple of the players of this game, and we'll be back right after this.
You guys have your eyes set on the South. Why is that the next destination for the EPSL?
Well, basically for the same reason we want to be in the Northeast. We want to provide teams that want to play at a higher level with higher standards, higher field standards, higher match day standards as a whole, an opportunity to play at an affordable cost.
Our conference is the newest conference, or one of the newer conferences, and like even from the jump, like year one, we had players go pro because they're able to continue playing at a high level, they're able to get footage of themselves playing at a high level, and then they're able to market themselves off of that experience. So we've had multiple players go pro from our conference, even though, you know, it's only been around 2 or 3 years.
He's going to send it over the top. John Brown is onside. He can seal the deal here. Never in doubt. Supreme confidence by a man who's at the top of his game. Ruiz struck it well. Mormont tips it onto the crossbar. Fabulous save by William Mormont. That looked destined to rip a hole in the back of the net, but Mormont with the quick reactions, the slightest of touches, but it was enough to redirect it onto the crossbar.
See some runners in behind. It's Kapakta who can't get it. It's Jansen who curls it. An acrobatic save, but the threat not yet over. A sliding challenge from the captain. Soderberg called into action in the waning moments of the match and comes up with a massive save.
How's your bottle? Oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper on goalkeeper crime. Across the stadium. Joe Holden, that's lovely football, and Borte tipping it away from that back post acrobatically. That right leg, Agustin, Cameron Beal goes down, referee signals for advantage! Munoz required for a two-handed save.
Richmond County coming down their left. Shot, great save from the keeper, ball still in, second chance, another save from the keeper. Beautiful 2 saves there from Daniel DeMarco.
Head. But the second ball gathered. Fabulous save by Sabadin to tip it onto the crossbar. There was an absolute pile driver, and Sabadin with his fingertips keeping the score level.
We're back here at Laurel Hill Park with Ethan Bazan, Anthony Donaldson. Ethan, I'm going to start with you. That was a great little run you made at the back post there on that first goal. But the defense was really what you guys were looking at. You know, Lansdowne, a really high-powered offensive side, and you had to face down an old friend.
Yeah,
what was it like? What was it like defending him instead of in a situation other than training?
right. Overall, Ali's a really great player. Compared to last season, he had a really great season with us, and you know we love matches like this, especially with our former teammate. And overall, it was a great battle at the end. So it was a really great experience.
Anthony, this game I think was a real statement from you guys that you can score without Luca D'Stasio on the field, especially against the reigning champions and one of the best teams. You stood toe to toe to them. Even though it's a point apiece, do you kind of consider this a statement to the rest of the division?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, we come into every game trying to win it. I think even if you show the previous games we played against the top 3 or the top 4, if you say, we scored goals. I think we wanted to come here and show that, you know, especially going into the final game of the fall season and into the spring season, that, you know, we're ready, that we can go up and challenge against them. The aim is to obviously be in the top 4, being in and around it, and obviously we come up against a really good side there, but I think we held our own and showed a really good performance.
The defensive discipline sometimes seemed a little bit, there were some mistakes made in the first half that really led to those 2 goals, but you really tightened up in the second. Was there what kind of halftime adjustments did you make to tighten that up so that you wouldn't have those mishaps again?
Yeah, mistakes are part of the game. I think overall we just came as a team. We're all one, and if we make mistakes, we just pick each other up, and that's what I think we, at the second half specifically, we focus more. You know, if one of us, makes a mistake, we just bring each other back up. So that's what we're really focused on.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on a really well-fought game. And thank you for joining us again today. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Game and Frame. Our final score one last time: Hoboken FC 3, Lansdowne Yonkers FC 3. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you all at the next one.